Hi, today we're going to do grade weighting in Canvas. There's two ways to do grade weighting. One is the point system and the other is the percentage system. So let's take a look. In this course, you'll see that we've got week 1 and there's read the syllabus, they get 2 points. Introduction discussion, they get 40 points. And then we've got 50 points, 20 points, 50 points. So we see that everything is really done by points. What looking down through here very quickly, it tells me is that this assignment, 50 points, is worth a whole lot more than this assignment, 20 points. So not only is a particular category weighted, but you're weighting within a category because you're giving points to specific items that assess better than others. Okay, student participation in class, if they've walked in, if they're doing discussion, that's great to give them a couple of points for that. But certainly their course participation in especially a live course, doesn't really assess, do they know the content of the material, right? So you're going to give that less points. Okay, so there is really nothing more that you need to do to weight other than give the points. So now let's take a look at a course that you have the 100 points on everything. Okay, everything is 100 points or 100%, right? Everything is weighted completely equally according to the point system. What we want to do is match the syllabus where we can see that maybe discussions have 34%. Assignments are worth a little bit more than discussions, 52%. Those quizzes, they're low-hanging fruit. They don't mean a whole lot, so they're only worth 4%. So if the students totally blow those quizzes, it's not a big deal, really, in the end to their grade, right? Their final is worth 10%, which isn't bad, but it shows me that the real assessments are happening in the discussions and the assignments. So let's take a look at that course again and reassign the discussions and everything by weight. Okay, so here we are in the modules, but that's not where you're going to do the weights. You need to actually get into the assignments link. Now you'll notice in this assignments link, it's turned off. It's got the I with the slash in it. That means the students can't see that link, but it's okay. You have complete control over what you see and what you do, so let's just open that assignment link. And here we see all of our different assignments. We've got assignments, discussions, quizzes. Oh, for some reason, we've got imported assignments. Okay, so must be we imported this class from another class. Well, we need to first make sure that all of our different categories are correct. So I see that this one is characteristics of an online student. So I'm going to take this little domino thing over here and I'm going to push it up into my discussions grouping. Okay, I'm going to come back down here and there's another one. I'm going to push up into my discussions grouping. Now it doesn't matter what order they are in this particular group because the students are only going to see things in modules, right? I'm not putting the discussions out there for them to see. I'm not, they aren't getting to them by selecting assignments. Okay, the next two are assignments, so I need to again grab that domino thing and drag it up to the assignments section. Okay, let's get this really done really quickly. This one says quiz, and so even though it's an assignment, I'm going to put it in the quiz grouping. So you see that it doesn't matter if it's actually a quiz, a discussion, or an assignment. It can go in whichever grouping you need it to. And this one is another assignment. So I'm going to push this all the way up here. Okay, now I can go ahead and get rid of the imported assignments, but for now let's just leave that be. And now we're going to scroll all the way back up to the top And we've already created our groups, but let's pretend that we didn't create a group. You can always create one here by selecting the Create a Group button and just giving it a name. And then we saw how easy it was to push things around. But these are already made. So let's get right to where do we actually make sure that we can do weights. We're going to select the little hot dog 3-button ellipse, and we're going to select Assignment Groups Weight. So I've already checked this, but this is where you would check it. Let me hit cancel there just to show you again. If I select a little button here, I'm going to select Assignment Group Weights and make sure that this is checked so that I can give each of my groups, my categories, a weight. And we want to make sure that this is exact with the syllabus. So we said on the syllabus that the assignments were going to be worth 52%, that the discussions were going to be worth 34%, and the quizzes were going to be worth only 4% of the grade. So looking at that, what I'm seeing is something's wrong. I'm only seeing 90%. So I know that I don't want to put anything with imported assignments, so what's missing? Well, I'm going to go ahead and hit save here, and let's bring the syllabus back into view. And I'm looking at it going, oh yeah, I haven't created the final exam yet, but I want to make sure that when I do create that final exam, that it's going to be worth 10% of the grade. So I'm going to push that syllabus back out of the way, and I want to make sure that I make a group called Final Exam. And you can see that I can put right here, because I've already got weights turned on, I can include the 10% right here and select Save. Now, just to double check, let's go back up here, look at our assignment group weights, and now we see that it's 100%. Now, here's an issue that I personally have with Canvas, is that they allow you to go over 100%. Okay, and I guess that's okay if you've got extra activities, you know, for extra credit. Maybe that's why you'd want to go over 100%, but it really is up to you to make sure that the 100% is here. I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and you'll notice that imported assignments is just plain 0. It's not hurting anything. However, we probably want to get rid of it, and let me show you why. If I come over here to grades and I scooch all the way to the end of my grade book, you'll notice that I've got you'll notice that I've got the, I guess I'm not at the end here yet. Here we go. We've got assignments worth 52% of the grade, discussions 34%, quizzes 4%. There's that imported assignments. It's just hanging around and it's not necessary. However, you may want to keep it if you've got some assignments that are just really aren't worth anything. You're not going to use them as all part of your final grade, then it's okay to have that. But I think to clean up things, let's go back to our assignments and way down, and let's just get rid of it. So I'm going to come over here and delete this group. And it says, are you sure you want to delete that assignment group? Yes, I do. So that's all there is to weighting grades in Canvas. I hope that this video on demand has been useful for you. And anytime that you have suggestions on what you'd like to see us do videos on for you, just write ODL, Online and Distance Learning, ODL@cn.edu. Thanks.